So I haven't done well, it's technically progress, not update, but progress update video in a long time. I actually was in the hospital a few times, and they actually have a fractured spine right now. So things have been a little off. The fact of this fractured spine, let me just talk about that real quick for a minute. I have a fractured L5, which is low down, and actually wearing my waist trainer has been able to allow me to sit upright because the steel bones in it are acting as my bones while my actual bones heal from that fracture. So, yeah, it really is great sport because it's literally helping my fractured spine right now. Also, on the topic of me being in and out the hospital, I guess I don't really talk about it too much, but like I am chronically ill. I have a port, which is why I have a band-aid right here. A port is something that, so you don't have to get IVs, a special needle goes right into this like little device. Obviously I just had it accessed. I had hydration. I go for hydration 3 times a week. It's about an hour and a half each time. It's just something I have to do being as chronically ill as I am. So let me reiterate, for all those people who are worried that this hurts or that this could be doing damage or anything like that, I'm chronically ill and I can wear one. It's all about not pushing your body too far in it, not wearing it too long, and knowing the correct size. And knowing how to put it on, because that's a whole... So, like, it can be done, though. And, like, it's helped me so much with even my chronic illnesses, because I have a lot of inflammation in my body, like a lot. And my organs never stay in the right place. And I wore a soft binder without any metal in it before this. The thing is that I had worn that for so long that it wasn't really able to keep my organs and everything where they needed to be anymore. So it was like I needed something sturdier and stronger, and this was one of the better options considering I still wanted to have my figure and I didn't want a normal, middle section brace where it's just a box, because I've just always kind of had curves, so to lose them completely and to be a box, I was just like, no. I might be sick, but I can still look good, right? Hey! Okay, sorry that took so long. So now for my update. This is where it shows that it has impacted my inflammation, because I have gone down in inches and I really haven't lost any weight. So it's just everything, all the inflammation finally going down. Things aren't allowed to spasm anymore. So it does a lot of weird things that you don't really think of because of that extra pressure that's being put on it. So when I first started out, my natural waist, that means without anything on, was a 28. Well, actually it was like 28 and a half. It's like 28 and a half. Okay, so that's like this. So when I first started wearing her, now she is a 24. They say that you can go down about 4 to 5 inches so that you see this reduction. When I first started wearing her, I was actually at a 39, a 29 or a 30, which is even bigger than my natural waist. And everyone's like, ah, and I'm like, no. Right now, with her completely closed in the back, see, there's nothing. My waist is at 25 and a half inches, even though she's a 24. Now, the reason that could be is literally, so this would be my waist. My waistline, right here. That could be, because this fabric, it's very sturdy and thick. Now, my natural waist has also gone down. My natural waist now without her on is like a 26 and a half. Whereas before it was like a 28 and a half. So you can see that it really is decreasing the amount of inflammation that is in my body. And I can feel it too. I can feel the decreased inflammation. Now, I'm getting a smaller one. And I know it's time for another one because she fits me so well. So these are some of the areas you want to check. The rib cage. You can barely tell where she goes because she's so flat against my rib cage. Now, the thing is that I can stick my whole hand down here, which means I have more room, which means that's not supposed to happen, which is why I got another one. Another place you need to look would be like your hip area, so that this area is flush. You can see that. So that's a little harder because my hip bone is right there. So it's like, but before it was much tighter where I couldn't do that. And again, I can put my hand, which means time to get another one. I also start her off fully closed during the day, so I don't really have room to close her where you're supposed to kind of close them midday. Can't really do that. But I went down all the way to a 20. Yes, I know I skipped a size. There's 22 in the middle. The reason I did that was because it took me such a short period of time to close her. Because I wanted it to take me longer to be able to close this one. And because I'm probably going to stay at a 20. So it can take me a long time to get there if that's where I want to end up and stay. So, but yeah. The thing is, it just feels like a tight hug. It's not too much. I can take full breaths, full breaths, to the point where I can still smoke. I go walk my dog, I go grocery shopping, dance around my room, do the laundry. The only things I wouldn't really do, I probably wouldn't go on a run, wouldn't work out, stuff like that. So it's all just kind of, and then also I have a shorter one. So there are longer ones. I actually have another one, but my favorite one is the Waspy, that go higher up. As you can tell, she ends here and under boob is here. So technically I could have one that went even higher, and one that went lower because it doesn't go fully cover my hips. But because of my size, it's better to be able to bend a little. As you can tell, I can still bend at my hips and my rib cage a little bit. And then this also is better like cup support for my ribs. That's this. So yeah, it's pretty much my update. My update is I'm getting a new one. I've gone down and I'm excited. So stay tuned. Hopefully she'll be here soon.